Hi, my name is Rob Barrett, and you're watching Cooking for Dads. Today we're not doing any cooking. This is kind of an extra episode. We're going to make ice bowls. It's really easy and it looks just really cool in the yard, and you'll be the only one. Try it, I'll show you how. Alright, to make your ice bowl, get the biggest plastic bowl you have. Don't use glass because it'll break. Then get the next size bowl. You want about 1 inch or so space in between because that's going to be the wall of your bowl. Fill it about half full of water. Take your smaller bowl, fill it full of rocks or sand. The best kind of rocks to use are the kinds from your neighbor's landscaping. You want that to be level and about 1 inch off the bottom. I like rocks because you can level it out. Once you got your bowl full of rocks, we're going to tape it so it doesn't move. Right in the middle. Once it's set, fill it all the way up to the top. These bowls are smaller than you think. You need every inch. There you go, you're all set. Take it outside, leave it for a couple days, and then we'll set it up. The other thing we're going to make is a base for it. Just get a bucket, fill it with water, set that outside, let that freeze. I do recommend getting like a Home Depot bucket and using that. I borrowed some of my wife's buckets and it didn't work out so well. So get your own buckets is what I would recommend. We're going to set up our base first. We're going to run warm water over the bucket, let it loosen up from the ice. Stick that in the snow, then do the same thing with the bowl. Put that on top. It should just freeze right on, and we'll be set. Run hot water over the bucket. You can kind of hear it crack right away. You know, it's releasing from the plastic. Turn it over. Once again, make sure it's loose before you go outside. Okay, we got our bucket. If you have snow, smash it down. You want it to be kind of as flat as possible. It doesn't have to be exact. Dump it out. There is our ice base. That's pretty close. Let's go get the bowl. Okay, it looks like it's pretty frozen, so dump out your rocks and turn it around. You don't want to see any air bubbles moving around. If you see little air bubbles moving, it's not frozen yet. You need to leave it out for another night. This one's done. We're going to go open it up. Okay, all we're going to do now is run cold or hot water over it and get these bowls off, and then we're ready to go. You have to swirl it around a little bit. We had a cold night in Minnesota, about -5, so it froze up pretty nice. And then it should lift right out. Next, you're going to run hot water on the outside of the bowl. There, you see that separate? Now we're going to take it outside and set it on our base. We got our bowl. I'm going to put some snow on top here. This isn't all that flat. You saw that bulge in the bucket. Pour some water on the snow, and then put our bowl on top, and that'll hold it. Throw some snow on the sides. Sometimes you throw a little water under there, it helps glue it in place. I like it, but it's a little small. I wonder if we can make a bigger one. Let's try it. So you like your ice bowl, you think it's really cool looking, but you wish you had a bigger bowl. The problem is, that bowl you made is already using your biggest bowl. What can you do? Well, the easiest way is actually to make your own bowl. Now, I did it 2 ways, and I will recommend one way and not the other way. First, get one of those big exercise balls, and I made a fiberglass bowl first. So you coat it with fiberglass with the resin and stuff. It comes like this. You actually coat the ball with tinfoil and then coat it with fiberglass. You have to do 2 layers, and it stinks like nobody's business. It's not pretty, but it does work. It's not incredibly inexpensive, so I don't recommend this, but if you want, this is really quite strong. The other way is to take that same exercise ball and make like a really strong paper mache bowl. This actually works really well. You cut strips of newspaper, you make a paper mache mixture that's 1 part glue and 1 part water, and you just lay strips on top of the ball. Do like 3 strips at a time or 3 layers at a time. Let that dry, do another layer, so at least 2 layers, maybe 3 if you want, and you get this really cool big bowl. You don't actually have a lot of strength for things coming in, but it's quite strong for things pushing out. Anyways, we'll use this and make the biggest ice bowl we can. All right, you've made your bowls. I'm gonna start with the fiberglass one, but it works the same with the paper one. Line it first with a plastic trash bag. Trim off the excess plastic. Once that's done, fill it with water, then take a bucket, fill that with rocks, put that in the middle, weigh it down, and tape it right in the middle. That's pretty close. All right, do the exact same thing with your paper bowl, and we're ready to go. Okay, we've got our 2 big bowls. Here's the fiberglass one. Here's the paper mache one. They're frozen. We're gonna take them in and set them up out front. We're not gonna run hot water over these. We're just gonna slide them out, carry them to the front, and peel off the plastic. Here we go. All right, she's a beauty. Let's go. Just peel off the plastic. Set her on top. See if this puppy holds. That looks pretty good. Little kitty wumpus. Throw some snow on there. Throw a little water. All right. That's pretty sweet. All right, there you have it. Ice bowls, fun ice sculpture. I hope I can keep it under control, not go crazy. Too late. They're really cool at night. Put a little votive candle in there, light it. Don't use the metal kind, that'll melt through. And they're just really cool. Woo! Well, that's it. I'm Rob Barrett. You're watching Cooking for Dads. Cook, sculpt, whatever you do, do it well. Hear it crack.